If you're a small business owner with an Instagram account, then everybody, and I mean everybody and their mama, is telling you to take advantage of Instagram Reels to grow your presence on that platform. And you may have had every intention to go in and try and post your first Instagram Reel, but you just haven't had the time to go in and play around with it. Or perhaps you have tried to post your first Instagram Reel and, well, you just couldn't figure it out. Either way, if either one of these two sounds like you, then keep watching this video, because in this video, I'm going to cover the very basics of Instagram Reels step by step. Hi y'all, I'm Vivian Walton, the seasoned marketer, and I share marketing tips, tools, and tactics with resourceful business owners. If you're new here, every Monday I release a new marketing video, so if that's something that you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, or follow me on any one of my other social media accounts. Before I tap into my phone and show you my screen, I want to reiterate what you can expect from this video. If you are looking for a video that shows you how to do fancy Instagram Reel transitions, that is not this video. This video is a very basic introductory video to Instagram Reels. It is great if you have never posted an Instagram Reel, if you have not taken the time to actually open Instagram Reels and play around in it, or if perhaps you tried to post an Instagram Reel and you just feel like you're not getting the hang of it, and it must be because you're not understanding some of the features that are available in it. This is your starting point if you want to get familiar with Instagram Reels. So let me go ahead and open Instagram Reels and let's get started. I am now logged into my Instagram business account. Now I'm going to show you where you can access Instagram Reels. You can access it essentially in the same place, but depending on what screen you're on, it's going to look a little different. So for example, this is the screen where when I log in, I can actually scroll through and see what everybody is posting. I access Instagram Reels by going up to that top right hand corner where it has the plus or addition sign, and notice that a drop down appears, a little drop down appears, and it'll say post, story, reel, and live. Now if I go to my home page on my business account where it has all of my content, I can access Reels in the same place, but notice that when I click that addition sign up in the top right hand corner this time, it actually pulls the menu from underneath or from the bottom of the screen, and the menu is much larger. So now I have the same options: post, reel, story, story highlight, live, guide, and fundraiser. I'm going to select reel. This is now, it's giving me access to my camera. If you notice, I'm wearing fuzzy slippers right now. I'm going to walk you through up at the top what those options are, and then also to the left of the screen. So up at the top on the left hand side, you will actually see the little cog, and these are camera settings that you have. Now notice your options are story, reels, and live. If you go into each one of these, you can change settings that appear when you're actually going through any one of these options. So for example, on Reels, it actually gives me the option to save my Reels to my device, to my phone. So if you're wanting to do that automatically or automate it, then you can turn that on, but I'm going to leave mine off. Additionally, the controls portion of it, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually select which side of the screen you want your controls in Instagram Reels to appear. So for example, this one right now, it says left side. So if you notice when I go back, these options are on the left side of it. If I wanted to change that, I go back up to the settings and I could say right side. And so now when I hit done, it now appears on the right side of it. So preference, if you want to change that, you can. I'm actually going to go back and leave it left hand side because I just like that. In the center, you'll notice that there's a icon that looks like a lightning, and basically that is your flash option. Just like the settings on your camera phone, you can actually put it to auto flash or leave the flash off or just turn it on. So you could click on it and it changes those options for you. And then on the right hand side where that X is, that's obviously what you can select to get you out of Instagram Reels. So let me go back to it. On the left hand side, what we have is audio, length, speed, effects, video layout, and timer. You have 3 options when it comes to audio. You don't have to add any music if you don't want to. If you actually want to be speaking in your video, you have the option to just leave your voice on there. So you don't necessarily have to use this audio portion to it. However, the other 2 options that you have is when you click on that music note, it will show you a screen that has the music that's available for you to use. Now you can go through here, notice that they will select songs based on what reels you watch or what reels you've made before. They will pre-populate this for you based on what they think you will like. However, if you keep scrolling down, you'll see that they have options for new releases. You can click the right hand where it says see more, and it will pull up the other new releases they have available. If you continue scrolling down, they have original audio. Original audio is when other Instagram users upload a audio that then other people can use for their own Instagram reels as well. You have Throwback Thursday and then Game Time. There's a banner at the top that says Saved. What you can do is when you are looking as a general consumer Instagram user, when you are looking at Instagram Reels, if you see an audio that you like, whether that be something funny that somebody's saying or perhaps music that's playing in the background that you like, you have the option to save it so then you can use it for your future Instagram Reel. And so this is where you would find, it's like a little hub where they keep all of your audio that you have saved. So when I click on it, it takes me to all of the audio that I have saved over time. All right, so the next option you have is the length of your reel. Notice that there's going to be a little circle, and right now it says 15 in the center of it, which means that I have it set to a 15-second reel. Now when I go in and change it to 30, simply by clicking on it, it'll change it to 30 seconds, and then I have one more option, which is 60 seconds. And notice that now the circle is filled because that's the max that we can do a 60-second reel. So before you start to shoot, you want to know how long you want your Instagram reel to be. The next option you have is speed. Now you'll see right now it says 1x, and basically it means that it's just shooting in regular time. If I click on it, it will give me five different options: 0.3, 0.5, 1x, 2x, and 3x. 1x is when you're shooting real time, just regular speed. 2x is when you're increasing it to double. If you do 0.5, it's when you're slowing it down to half the speed. And likewise for 3x, you're 3 timesing it. So if you want to create the illusion of you doing something really quickly on video, then you would select 2x or 3x on there. But I encourage you to play around with this. Just kind of go in and shoot a couple videos with each one of these so that way you see what the speed is like, and that way you know when you're creating videos in the future how you can maybe adapt it to get the look that you want on camera. The next option is filter. Now filters, just like on a regular Instagram post, or even when you're using your phone, any of the filters that are available to you, very similarly, when you click on that, you have options at the top that will either give you the option to search for a filter. Let's say you know the name of a filter that you like, you can search for it right there. Or this one is ones that you have saved. So notice that I have saved green screen. That's one that I like to use because what it allows me to do is actually upload something in the background and have me talking about it and pointing to it or something along those lines. So you have the option to save the ones that you think you're going to use the most on here. The next one that you have is, here are just all of the options that you have, but let me go back. I didn't mean to do that. You also have trending, which shows you what other people are using. You could click on those and see what they look like before you actually select it. Reels, different ones that they're using within Reels, and then ones that are for appearance. You know, if you want the butterfly effect, let's say, you can click on that, and now I have butterflies. So you could easily take it off by clicking that X as well. I'm going to turn this camera back around. All right, so that's where those three little star-looking icons, those are going to be where you find your filters. The next one is going to be video layout. Here you have the option to change how you want the video layout to look. Sometimes you'll see people using these in Instagram Reels because they get really creative with what they're wanting to do on their video. I have never used this, and I can't imagine that I will, but maybe I will in the future. One of them right now is this one, where it's showing the split screen. What that would do is I would shoot something. And so here on the left-hand side, so you have the ability to shoot both of those and to have them appear side by side. Or notice the other option was horizontally, you could do the same thing. The other option you have is timer. Now, the timer is really great because what it does is, if you notice on the right-hand side, it'll say countdown. And right now I have mine set at 10 seconds. What this does is whenever I am shooting an Instagram reel, I will set the timer and it will count down for me from 10 seconds so that I have time to get ready and position myself before it automatically starts to record. You can change this. You actually have the option to do 10 seconds or 3 seconds. Just go in and change it by tapping on it. So the timer, if you're wondering what this bar is right here, let's say that you are you have an audio that has a very distinct, like you're doing a before and after. Well, what you can do is you can say, okay, I know I only want to shoot 5 seconds for that first clip, and then the rest of the clip I'll shoot for the after. So my before is only going to be 5 seconds long. So I set the timer. Now it says the timer is activated and I have that 10-second countdown. So when I hit the reel, notice it's counting down 10 seconds. And we're going to let it shoot for the full 5 seconds. And it stopped shooting on its own. If I go back, it has shot exactly 5 seconds. After you've recorded your Instagram reel, you're going to hit the preview button. Now we're going to review your menu options up here at the very top. The first option that you have is going to be the downward arrow. That is actually going to be the option you select when you want to save your reel to your phone. The next option is going to be the audio option. For this one, you can actually change the volume on the audio. Also, if you select voice effects, you'll notice that it takes you back to your music options. The next one's going to be the microphone, which allows you to do a voiceover on your Instagram reels. Hit that red button to record. A sticker option is next. Just like in Instagram stories, you can add stickers to your reels. The next one is going to be your scribble, so you can actually write on your Instagram reels. Notice that you can change the color at the very bottom and you can change the thickness of the marker that you're using off to the side. The next option is going to be your typing option. For this one, you have several fonts that you can select from down below, and you could test those out to see which one of those best fits. You can also add animations and make the text larger. Now, the one cool thing at the bottom is you can actually decide where the text appears within your Instagram reel. And the final option is going to be your effects. So if you notice, you hit that at the bottom, you'll have different options for effects, which will change how your Instagram reel looks. So if you want to add any of those in, you certainly can test them out. Once you're ready to publish, hit Next down below. Now you have an option to upload a cover. Now you can add from your gallery down below, or you can select a screenshot from your reel. Here you're going to add your caption, and then scroll down and you'll have other options. One of them is to actually crop your profile image. Now if you want a copy of your reel to show up on your profile, that's where you can select the image. Down below you will have the option to share or save draft. If you're ready to share, go ahead and do that. If you save the draft though, this is where you can find them under Reels and Drafts. There it is. If you like this video, remember that every Monday I release a video just like this that could help you save time and money when it comes to marketing your business. Also, don't forget that I have a website over at www.theseasonedmarketer.com where I have a couple freebies for you to download today and where you can also sign up for my weekly email list. So if you're looking for even more marketing news and information, then go sign up today. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you next week, same time and place.